All right, how is everybody tonight? Just about ready. All right. I think I'm ready to go. Yep, we're good. Close that window. Video issues at the moment. All right, here we go. All right, so Advent of Code, Day 2. Your flight departs in a few days from the coastal airport. The easiest way down the coast from here is via toboggan. Imagine taking a toboggan down to an airport. That'd be pretty funny. The shopkeeper at the North Pole Toboggan Rental Shop is having a bad day. Something's wrong with our computers and we can't log in. You ask if you can take a look. Password database seems to be a little corrupted. Some of the passwords wouldn't have been allowed by the official Toboggan corporate policy that was in effect when they were chosen. To try and debug the problem, they have created a list, your puzzle input, of passwords according to the corrupt database and the corporate policy when that password was set. For example, suppose you have the following list. 1 to 3A, A, B, C, D, E, 1 to 3B, C, D, E, F, G, 2 to 9, C. I'm not reading all of that. Each line gives the password policy and then the password. The password policy indicates the lowest and highest number of times a given letter must appear in the password to be valid. For example, 1 to 3A. How's it going, Knox? 1 to 3A means that the password must contain the letter A at least one time and at most 3 times. currently I'm working on Advent of Code, which is a programming coding advent calendar. In the above example, 2 passwords are valid. The middle password, CDEFG, is not. It contains no instance of B, but needs at least one. The first and third passwords are valid. They contain 1A or 9C, both within limits of their respective policies. How many passwords are valid according to their policies? Let me GitHub in. Okay. Puzzle input is all of this. I've already downloaded it. Hello. So let's cat day 2 data. Actually, let's nano. Oh, Nox. Have you seen the new Windows terminal? This is Windows Terminal. It is available through the Windows Store. It is free. I'm going to click on this Windows Terminal. Notice what it loaded up. Yeah, check this out. Let's see. Let's do one PowerShell prompt, a command prompt, and an Azure Cloud Shell. I have all 4 of them open. Of course, I need to figure out how to close each one individually. All right, so back to what we were working on. I started working on this earlier, and Josie asked me if I wanted to save it for stream. And I decided I did. So we're just going to write this in Python. With open day 2 data.text for read as data. Data. Exit. No. All right, so there's a sample line. So for line in data, I want to say number alpha password. That might be... No, that should work. Line dot split. Min max equals num dot split. Okay, so I want to say password count character string count occurrences of character string. No, I just did this. There's a better way to do it than that. Okay, so password dot count if count alpha is greater than min, Python if and. If multiple conditions. Okay. So if password is greater than min, and alpha is less than or equal to max. Print password. Don't actually care. I just want to see if it works. Correct counter equals. Let's see. A2 R1. Oh, I forgot to convert the min and max into integers. Min equals int min, max equals int max. Okay. Print okay, that should have done something. Hey, Bats, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. So for line and data, still trying to get used to Linux commands. Not bad. This should be working, but I didn't tell it to print in the right place. Or it didn't work. Have you done AOC stuff? Okay, there we go. Oh, you know what? It's because I didn't print correct counter. I can type. That can't be right. I mean, I can do some of this visually. Go to the top. 8 to 11 L's. I'm gonna skip that one. 2 to 4 P's. So that one should be true. I was wondering if you've done any of the Advent of Code stuff before. Dude, I'm definitely willing to help you out. One of the best ways that I've found to learn subjects that I'm not super familiar with is helping other people learn. So okay. So it's this section here that's not working. Oh. Is that... It's quite possible that I had a typo. Okay, that was not exactly the problem. So let's print what these are. I'm gonna use an F string. Tried learning through Code Academy before and get through the course, but it does put me through actual use case, so trying through Free Code Camp this time. I've heard that Free Code Camp is really good. There's one... So I'm an admin of a Python group on Facebook. I don't know if you use Facebook. And there's a company that is in this group and they've done some advertising, and I hate seeing spam ads. But some of their stuff looks really good and I want to try it out. It's called Kikido. It's like Kikido. That is not it. Let me grab it real quick. Maybe it's Kikodo. Actually, I'm the admin of one Python group and the owner of another. Members. And one of the guys had like advertised something in the group, and I thought it was kind of funny. Man, I gotta find this. This is gonna bother me now. No. Yeah, KIKODO. That's what. And okay, so the dude posted something, or a guy in the group was posting about how Kikodo was a really good system to learn through. And I looked at his profile and I'm like, dude, you work there. So you advertising that this is a really good program to learn through is like the government investigating themselves and saying that they didn't do anything wrong. It doesn't really count. But from what I've seen, it looks fairly decent. Currently interviewing with Amazon for an engineer position. I need to truly... I've never interviewed with Amazon. I've never interviewed with any of like the big tech companies. I'm always intimidated, afraid to. That's the name. Alright, so back here, back here. Wow. 6 different interviews. That's crazy. Okay. Password. Count. Alpha. Total compensation package is a big driving factor, not to mention room to grow. Yeah, I get that, but I mean, you have like a bachelor's degree, don't you? At least. Oh, okay. You have an associate's degree. I don't even have that. I won't have my associate's degree until the end of 2021. Everything I do, I'm entirely self-taught. Like my associate's degree is going to be like the general classes. How are you doing that? Or are you in a bachelor's degree program through... Oh, okay. You're in like a bachelor's degree program. So I'm going to a community college so that I can transfer from the community college to a university. I see. I see what the problem is. So the problem is that here... Alpha is actually the key colon. So what we need to do is we need to set alpha equal to... Oh, okay. Alpha dot replace. And what we're going to replace is we're going to replace the colon. Wow. With a null string. I'll comment this line. Yes. 416. So out of that list, out of this giant list here, which I have no idea how many entries there are, it's telling me that there are 416 that match the right criteria. So let's try that. And that's the right answer. And what's part 2? While it appears you have validated the passwords correctly, they don't seem to be what the official Toboggan corporate authentication system is expecting. The shopkeeper suddenly realizes that he just accidentally explained the password policy rules from his old job at the sled rental place down the street. The official Toboggan corporate policy actually works a little differently. Each policy actually describes 2 positions in the password, where 1 means the first character, 2 means the second character, and so on. Be careful, Toboggan corporate policies have no concept of index 0. Exactly one of these positions must contain the given letter. Other occurrences of the letter are irrelevant for the purposes of policy enforcement. Oh, okay. So given the same list from above, we don't need to change anything. So let's copy day 2, part 1 to day 2, part 2. And what it's saying is, given the example list above, 1 to 3, A. Okay, so we were given a puzzle input file. It's not creating a cipher password. It's validating a string. So here's the password file that we were given as an input. And basically what it says is that for this line right here, for part 1, the letter V has to show up between 11 and 13 times in this password for this password to be valid. For part 2, what it's saying for that same password is that at position 11 in this string, which would actually be index 10. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this R. If this R, or what it's saying is that V needs to be the 11th letter, or the 11th character in the password. And the password has to contain 13 V's for it to be valid. So 1 to 3 B. This is going to be an invalid password because the first letter is not a B, nor does it contain 3 B's. This one, character 2, should be a C, and the password needs to contain at maximum 9 C's. It is not valid. Oh wait, no, it's both positions. Oh. So it's positional. And the rest, okay. Second character and so on. Each policy actually describes 2 positions in the password, where 1 means the first character, 2 means the second character, and so on. Exactly one of these positions must contain the given letter. Other occurrences of the letter are irrelevant for the purposes of password enforcement. Okay. But only one of the... Oh. Oh yeah, no, I completely get that, Batch. I like watching them, but I am definitely intimidated by some of them. Like, the guy that I learned, so I just learned about Advent of Code 2 days ago, from somebody, another streamer's tweet. So I followed him on Twitch, and I went and I watched him. And that dude put me to shame with what he was doing. I'm writing this in Python, so these puzzles will work in any programming language. I'm writing this in Python in the way that it works. He was writing it in Python, or actually he wasn't even writing it in Python. He was writing it in SQLite to challenge himself. I'm gonna stick with Python. I'm currently learning Python and learning C# to do the Unity project. But I'm gonna stick with Python because I know it. I'm not the best at it, but I'm learning. But I definitely understand what you mean about people programming in 9 different languages and a bunch of different frameworks. They're fun to watch, but some of the things that they cover are so advanced with little to no explanation about how, why, or when to use that concept. That's a big nope from me. I thought I was a nerd, but, you know, writing your own operating system in a programming language that you developed that's a whole other level of nerd. And I'm not knocking her for it. That takes work. That takes dedication, and that takes intelligence. Only 2 of those things can you learn. All right. So back to here. What we need to do is we need to edit day 2, part 2. I mean, maybe he was. So what we're saying is that instead of min and max, we're still going to keep the variables. Actually, for this, we'll change the names just to make it more explanatory. Call it pause 1. Pause 1 and pause 2. So number, alpha, password. This. Do you actually want me to go through and explain this? I can. Actually, you know what? I will. Python has a thing called unpacking. And that's what this is doing right here. Normally, you could do something like... So I'm going to create a line variable, and I'm going to say that that line variable is equal to... That line variable is a list. And that list contains the elements of line.split, and we split it at blank spaces. Here's our test line up here. So line variable or line var would contain 5 to 6 as element 0, because Python, like every good programming language, is a 0 index language. So line var 0 would be 5 to 6, line var 1 would be d:, and line var 2 would be this gibberish. Unpacking basically says that I know how many things I'm going to get out of this split right here. So I'm going to cast each of those items directly into a variable that I want to use instead of a list. So num equals 5 to 6. Alpha is d:, and password is this gibberish. And then we have alpha, which is d:, and we want to remove the colon. So alpha.replace, and we're going to replace the colon with a null character. It could possibly be the word none. I can't remember, but I just do null characters. And then we have num, which is 5-6. We know that we're going to get 2 numbers out of num, so we're going to num.split on the hyphen and assign that to position 1 and position 2. But because it was entered the way that it's entered, it's considered a string. So what we're going to do is we're going to cast or recast or hit all of the wrong buttons. We're going to recast pause 1, the string pause 1, into an integer. The same for pause 2. So now pause 1 and pause 2 are integers. And now I can say if password, so password is this gibberish, and because it's a string, it is already an array. So it's an array of letters. I can say if password index pos 1 equals, and we want to use double equals because double equals means equivalent to, whereas a single equal sign is setting a variable. So if password at password, whatever letter is at position 1, equals alpha, or because only one of these needs, or only one of these should contain, where does it say that? Be careful to exactly one of these positions must contain the given letter. So if they both contain it, it fails. If one contains it, and if position 1 contains it, position 2 does not contain it, then it passes, and vice versa. So if password pos 1 equals alpha, or password pos 2 equals alpha, then I want to print the password. We can get rid of this line because we're not going to actually print it, but we're going to increment correct counter. So I set correct counter up here to 0. When this happens to be true, it'll increment correct counter by 1, and then once it goes through every line, it'll print the value of correct counter. So what we need to do is, because strings are 0 indexed, we need to increment pos 1 and pos 2 by 1. So we'll just do this. Plus 1. And then we'll run it. Day 1, part 2. And it does not like that. String index out of range. It's gonna be because of these. That's not gonna be right. Not the right answer. Too low, yeah. Okay, so I need to figure out how to tell it that this is 1 and not 0. Because it's this right here that's... so let's do this. If that equals alpha, if no, I really like the way it was before. So that would be something like this one, where it's a long password. Excuse me. All right, how many characters do we have here? That's 20 characters. I mean, the quick and dirty way to do it would be password equals that's weird. I got the same response. 659. But didn't it error the last time? It's still giving me 659. Print password. Okay, we're gonna do what's called an F string and print out a bunch of information. First, we're gonna print password. And then we're gonna print password at position pause 1. And then we're gonna print Password at position pause 2. And then we're going to just completely ignore these 2 lines. And ignore this. Looks like password contains... All right. Ah. All right, so we need to strip password. Strip string.strip method. Okay. So what we're actually going to do is going to change this to a strip as well. Strippo. Password equals password dot strip. And we're going to strip return new line. Equals that's what I thought. Okay. So if we prefix password with a blank space, index out of range. Pause 1. 5 and 6. PGPPP. 2 and 4. Clear. Oh, right, because we added the blank at the beginning of the line. We didn't need to change pause 1 and pause 2 by, we didn't need to increment them by 1. We should have decremented them by 1. That should have fixed it. So if I uncomment the line that tells me the answer, 832. I'm relatively sure that that's the correct answer. But what I'm going to do is go here and go -1, -1. So if I do that, I don't actually have to get rid of that. 832. And let's find out if 832 is the answer. Part 2. 832. That's not the right answer either. My answer is too high. Seems like it should be an XOR, but I don't know if XOR is. Yeah. So. Okay. Normally, either needs to choose the Huh. Python if condition. Oh, okay. No, I see what it's saying. Okay, so if password 1 position alpha. So the first result that I got was too high, or sorry, too low. The second result that I got was too high, and the reason for that. I know I was trying to. All right, so the way that it works is if this is true, if this part is true, it ignores the rest of this statement. So it's saying that if alpha, or if this part is true, it increments the correct counter, which can be false positives, because if this part's true and this part is true, then the password's not correct. So what I was trying to do was say XOR for if this or this, but it might just be putting this all in parentheses. We'll fix it. Nope, gives me 832 again. That's too high. All right, I can do this. It's not pretty because all we're gonna do is copy. All right, so if password pos1 equals alpha, or that equals alpha, okay, so if password pos1 equals alpha and password pos2 does not equal alpha, then increment correct counter. Elif password pos2 equals alpha, then we also want to increment correct counter. All right, so we're going to say if position 1 is the alpha and position 2 is not alpha, then increment correct counter. Else, if position 2 equals alpha, then increment correct counter. Python, all different languages do not equals differently. Bang equals 688. Right answer. I get a gold star and I'm closer to saving my vacation. You completed day 2. You can share this victory on Twitter. I have no idea what Mastodon is. And because I have this open in a private window, it doesn't check my login already. So give me just a second. Event of code. Move this over here. Day 2, 688. Share on Twitter. Ah, Preox beat me to it. That's fine. Wrong window. It actually goes pretty well. I'm actually going to switch over to that just now. Give me a minute. Preox is another streamer I watch. He's usually playing Minecraft. Okay, give me... Give me a second. Let's go get add all, get dirt, get commit -a -m day 2 completed. Check my GitHub, make sure that got updated. Okay, day 2's done. Actually, you know what? Great. 2020. I'm gonna break my Python bot here in a minute because I don't remember how to do my create command. Command target action. Okay. So create AOC 2020. And we're splitting on comma. Working on the advent of code 2020. Find my GitHub here. Ah, crap. Manual edit database. Excuse me. And let's test the command. C 2020. Perfect. Need to change that. Day 2. Nano, please. Because Vi hates me at the moment. Okay. Day 2 completed. Updated. Read. And get virtual. What's colorful about VI? I didn't see any colors in Vim. Or were you being facetious? Also, you need to reset your character. You're still a human peasant. Okay, so that's done. Let me make sure my README is updated. It is good. I have not seen colors. Day 2. Bye. Day 2 part 1. Yeah. So it's all gray. Nano has colors for me. I don't think Vim is installed. By the way, Batch, I don't know if you are a Linux guy or a Windows guy, but I've been trying to force myself to learn a bit. Oh, that's pretty. A bit more of Linux. Oh, okay. Did you know that the new Windows terminal can be set up to boot directly into Kali Linux? It is. So I installed Terminal because Preox, one of the streamer that I was talking about, had mentioned it to me, and I use a lot of PowerShell stuff. And I prefer PowerShell over Command Prompt unless I have to use Command Prompt. And he told me that the new terminal supports Command Prompt, PowerShell, the Azure Cloud Shell, Linux, and I had to go get it. And then I figured out how to make it default to... are you still a human peasant? So if your character is still a human peasant, what I would really recommend doing, yes, do permadeath, because the human peasant is a template. It's human, it's peasant, and it's 20 across the board. So if you do permadeath and then you do exclamation CHAR again, it will give you a new character. You are now an elf of some type. I do see a new person has entered my chat. However, they haven't said anything, and I don't call out lurkers. I let them lurk if they want to. That name is kind of funny and makes me think of the Cobalt developers I used to work with. All right, so Unity. Let's get this started up. Because you were asking about it, Batch. I need to figure out why that keeps coming up. It's like I get a message that says it can't load my... it can't load the UI, and then I just close it and reopen it, and it pops right out. Your character should show up in a DM from the bot. But you were asking about how this project is going, so let me start it up and run it, and you can watch. I don't need to do anything. I shouldn't need to do anything. Twitch is freaking weird, and I hate their sound. I'm gonna probably set up some like randomized combat sounds. I want to get sounds for like a barroom brawl, which is the one that's currently doing. Yes, please. I would love some tea. A barroom brawl, like a sword clearing the sheath, a bow being fired, a club, or a person being clubbed, or a creature being clubbed, or just a sound of a club going thwack. Now, see, this bothers me. Occasionally, I get an index out of bounds error, and the monster doesn't pull anything up. But there's absolutely no reason that should be happening. You can do shop. Oh, Cadoodles! Hello! How are you? And thank you for that raid. Woohoo! Alright, so a quick brief about me if you haven't been here before. My chat is mostly science and technology 99% of the time. Sometimes I play games with my fiance, 13th Fairy. Currently, I've been working on the Advent of Code, which is a coding and advent calendar. But mostly I work on building a Unity interaction bot that you see on the screen right now. Yes, you walked in on the discussion of clubbing because the sound that is currently playing is the only sound that runs in the bot. Cute. I would like to get some more sounds added. The sounds that I want to get are like a sword clearing the sheath if a person has a sword. If a person has a bow equipped, I want the sound of a bow being shot. If a person has a club or a blunt weapon, I want the sound of the thwack of a club. Eventually, what you're seeing will also have like animated icons instead of the little flags. It will also be a standalone that's not running inside of Unity. I have a standalone right now, but it is a slightly older version. Also, Niffy, don't worry about the Unity portion, because it only is a demonstration or a build project right now. That's a problem. Okay. So you'll notice that Sonoma Dorsh just spawned by himself and didn't have anything to fight. The reason for that is because he doesn't exist in the database. My Python bot is the chat bot that's running. Now, the moment that I restart this, everybody that already exists in the database is going to get more XP and more crowns, coins. Alright, so we added Balin and we added Sonoma Dorsh. Snonum Dorsh? He does now. They do now. My apologies. Alright, so my chat or my stream really started and focused around building this bot. and I haven't updated the command. Like it says, it's a semi-interactive chatbot based on Warhammer Fantasy Action or Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. Everybody that is added to the database gets given a default human peasant template character. You have stats like strength, toughness, weapon skill, ballistic skill. Weapon skill, ballistic skill, strength, toughness. Those are the 4 stats that you have. Now, every template character, they have a base stats of 20 across the board. However, if you issue the command !permadeath, it will delete that template character. And then you can !CHAR, and it'll generate a new character. It could be any of 4 different races: human, elf, halfling, or dwarf. Because no gnomes don't exist in Warhammer. So you get human, elf, halfling, and dwarf. And then it could pick from a couple of different possible classes. And when I say a couple of different possible classes, where's my class list? When I say a couple of different possible classes, I mean something like 127 different possible classes. Hey Nox, welcome back. You showed up. Right now, I have not implemented a change class feature. Steal all the class. Cats. Nox, you showed up earlier tonight for when we were working on Advent of Code. I did finish that. I succeeded in both challenges. And then Batch was asking about the Unity project, so I'm showing that off. And then we got a raid from Cadoodles, so I was talking about the Python bot and showing that off. So if anybody has any questions, I will be happy to answer them. Niffy, thank you for that follow. We are getting so much closer. 25 people left. 25 follows left to hit my 200 goal for December, which is really a 200 goal for 2020. Okay, let's see. I hadn't actually planned on working on Unity tonight. I had planned on the Advent of Code stuff. Let's see. Let's put... You know what? Let's build this. That is a good question. Let me find out. Shop. What is it you're trying to buy? And it was telling you that a spear is... Okay. Let's check the database. I noticed that someone that Scrinkles was trying to buy leather armor the other day, and it wasn't giving her confirmation. Okay, you still says you have fists. I'm not quite sure what Josie is giggling about in the back. Alright, hold on. Let me just completely start the whole thing over again. More money, more XP. Yeah, he was trying that. I saw it in the logs, but for some reason it wasn't giving it to him. Oh, yeah, shop to buy spear. But I wasn't getting prompts. I'm not getting chat from the bot. There we go. The Twitch app. If you not Batch, are you using the Twitch app or are you using the web page? Okay, well the web page is usually better off than the app. The app usually is slower, and I don't know why. All right. Does anybody want to see anything specific? Talk about anything specific? For Unity? I added commands. I have a Trello board set up for it, actually. I know, right? Look at me being all fancy and productive. It's almost like I have a day job or something where I have to do this all day. I'm not going to call it roadmap because roadmap will be a command used when and or if I ever start writing a standalone game. But then again, I also have this command. Which is one of the older ones. That's weird, because that... Is that my rebuild? Did that. Oh, this is V. Okay, yeah, this is V1. I don't use Atlassian, I use Trello, which might be an Atlassian product. But it's easy enough to use. All right, so you know what? Let's do a little Python. We use Azure DevOps. All right, I need to... What is IRL voice? What do you mean? What do you mean by IRL voice ban? You trying to get me to stop talking? Do I have a channel point redemption called IRL voice ban? I do. Apparently IRL voice ban is a 10,000 point a 10,000 microchip purchase that will get me to stop talking for 10 minutes. Not like you really need that. Just hang out for a little bit and I'll stop talking eventually. All right, I need to move my screen for just a second because I don't remember if my Twitter stuff has my bot password in it. Okay. It doesn't. I'm trying to hydrate. Josie gave me tea. I've got water right here, so I'll drink some of that. Refreshing, lukewarm water. All right, so things my bot can do. One of the things it can do is I can send tweets with it. But what I want to do is create a retweet command. So let's go look at the tweet. It's called Tweepy. So I OAuth, and then I update my status with the tweet text. Update. Oh, you know what? I was going to build the Unity thing. Let me do that real fast. And the reason I want to do that is so that I can open it in a separate window. All right, Cadoodles. Enjoy. Let's try that again. Film settings. Windows 64. Development build. Build run. Build. T. Sweet. Doo-doo. There we go. Now I can close this, minimize this, and the game is still there. Although weirdly captured. Let's try capturing that. I'm gonna bring this back. Bring that back. And we'll go game capture. No worries. Mute the tab or turn me almost all the way down. If you mute the channel, you don't count as a viewer. No, that's not what I do. Filters. Color correction. Opacity. Way down. There-ish. That looks good to me. Okay, so minimize this. Bring back my documentation. Code snippets. First tutorial. No. It's OAuth 2. Yeah, I've already done all that stuff. No, I don't want to follow every follower. What I want to do is I want to get my last tweet. API reference. Updates the authenticating user's current status, also known as tweeting. For each updated temp. No, not everybody's made a character, but people do have the template characters, so everybody gets a character for the game. And welcome, Scrinkles. How are you tonight? Better late than never, though, right? I mean, they're not tearing around the house, Scooby-Dooing across the hardwood floor, right? That's what our cats do. Okay, I want to get... So, okay, I need to... It requires the ID of the tweet you're retweeting. Get... How do I get tweet ID? Okay, home timeline returns the 20 most recent statuses, including retweets, posted by the authenticated user and that user's friend. Okay, so that's equivalent to timeline home. What is... I have to go to a window that actually has... It's not in private mode. Twitter. Timeline home. Okay, so that page doesn't exist. ID is less than, that is older than, or equal to the specified ID. Turns a full tweet object for up to 100 tweets per request specified by the ID. Here we go. Returns the 20 most recent statuses posted from the authenticated user or the user specified. It's also possible to request another user's timeline via the ID parameter. Okay. So... give me a second, I need to plug in my headset. Un momento, por favor. Alright, I'm plugged in. Alright, so... if I say... API print user timeline. How do I get my user ID? Just gonna drag it to. If you guys don't already know my Twitter, you're going to now. I'm not gonna reply. He knows I don't wanna. I punched the bear with my fist. All right, so I want to print. All right, so let's go to not dang it. All right, go to my timeline. Here's my current tweet ID. Testing tweet. Okay, that did not do anything. So it's supposed to return the 20 most recent statuses posted. Blah, 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 blah. API. Oh, API dot update status. Tweet text. Yes, I have. All of the background scripts for the game that's running in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, which was developed in Unity, all of my background scripts for that is done in C#. I'm still teaching myself C#. Welcome. Welcome. What I'm trying to do right now is a little bit of Python work to get a command working that will allow me to just do a exclamation retweet and provide a link for people to click on to just retweet my last tweet. If that makes sense. Or did I say tweet enough? Should I say tweet a few more times? Welcome, Real James. How you doing? So this should... Oh, you know what? I know why it didn't do it. It didn't do it because I need to restart the bot in order for that to work. Which means everybody that's in chat just got more XP and more crowns. Testing 1. There we go. Look at all this stuff. All right, so tweeting. That sounds painful. Teat twisting. Yeah, that definitely sounds painful. Okay, so it returns a list, which means that index 0 should be the most recent tweet. Hey, I'm not kink shaming anybody. I'm just saying it sounds painful. But, you know, that's your thing. That's your thing. I'm not going to knock it. More XP and crowns. That didn't work. Holy crap, it did work. That's so much stuff. That is... Oh my god. That is a lot more information than I really wanted to get. Cool. So let's see what we got. We got... Well, if that's the JSON, where does the JSON stop? Spaghetti. It actually is. Advent of Code is a advent calendar where to open or to unlock the next day or unlock the puzzle, you have to find, you have to code a solution. Let's just do this. It's essentially a nerd advent calendar. You have to code a solution to solve puzzles. So far, there have been 2 puzzles a day. This year is the first year that I've actually known about it. It started yesterday. There were 2 puzzles each day, yesterday and today. I have managed to solve both of them. You can find the GitHub for my solutions there, and Advent of Code is literally just adventofcode.com. Let me paste that for you in the chat. It's actually really neat. I like the idea of it. I've been having a lot of fun with it, and today during my workday, I had some downtime and I started working on it. And my fiance had reminded me that I said that I wanted to do it on stream. So I stopped what I was doing. I was so excited to actually work on the Advent of Code that I was going to do it outside of stream. And then nobody would have gotten to see me solve it. Okay, so right now what we're trying to do is hack Twitter. Well, not hack, but I'm trying to get information from Twitter when I send a tweet. I want to return the message code for it. Okay, so that's testing too. I also, since you're new here, I developed a chat game. If you wanted to hang out for a bit and take a look at it. I did finish Advent of Code. I should probably change my title. Let me do that right now. Advent of Code completed. Working. Python. And we're going to stay in science and technology, and I'm just going to update information. There we go. Do what? The game command and stuff like that? That's fine. Alright, somebody broke it. Oh, okay. Spaghetti, you were not added to the database just yet, but you are now. Welcome to the game. So, every person that gets added to the database is given a blank or given a template character, which is a human peasant. It is 20 across the board for stats, which means you're not that great. It's probably going to lose a lot of fights. My recommendation is, if you're interested in participating in the game, or at least hanging out in chat, run the command permadeath. It will kill off that template character, and then run exclamation CHAR again to generate a new character. It will generate a new character, which will be one of 4 races and up to 127 different classes. I feel like that number is wrong. There you go, Real James. The Halfling has entered the game, and Spaghetti, the Halfling, has entered the game. Also, now because you are both active, you will show up in the bottom left-hand corner in the overlay game every once in a while. It pulls a new character every 30 seconds. I know, hide all the food. All the food. I'm going to move that over so you can actually see it better. It's a bit big for the screen at the moment. You know what? I'm actually going to change the filter on it. It's going to be solid instead of opaque. I'm going to put it up here. Spaghetti, thank you very much for that follow. That brings us... I missed somebody. I missed 2 people. I apologize for that. Let me see. Who did I miss? Niffy Lou, thank you for that follow. I think I got you earlier. And Real James, I didn't even hear the alert go off for you, buddy. Thank you all for the follows. I'm trying to hit 200 by the end of 2020. So I've got the rest of this month, but we're getting closer. We've only got 23 people left to go. You know, if my 300 and something friends on Facebook would actually show up. Oh, I said I apologized because I didn't hear the alert go off when you followed me. Yum. All right, so because we're kind of doing a little bit of testing with this API. Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, it sucks, but it's a thing. It happens. I get to meet new people this way. Since we're testing the API, the chat bot is going to get restarted a bunch of times. So if you're hanging out here, even if you're not talking in the chat, you're going to earn more XP and you're going to earn more coins. So the chat bot, the Python portion, I've been working on for two years. I think I started it 2 years ago. The bot itself only took me a couple of days. The game took a week or two. And then it's just been, I keep it as a pet project. I update it. Thank you, Nox. You know, it seems like a big project. And depending on how much or how little you already know about programming languages, it could be. So back in 2017, I started learning Python. In 2018, I really started taking it seriously. And my very first project was a random character creator. All right, so a little bit of background. I'm a huge nerd huge nerd. I love role-playing games. I grew up playing Dungeons and Dragons. I got introduced to Rifts and Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay and all kinds of stuff like that. Warhammer Fantasy was and still is one of my favorite role-playing games. So I decided that as a first project in any new language that I'm going to learn, I write character generators. Because I know how to generate characters in all of these different games. So I take something I know and I put it through something I don't know. That's how I learn a programming language. So I didn't know Python. I wanted to learn Python. I took Warhammer Fantasy and I built a random character generator in Warhammer Fantasy. The random character generator is actually not fully implemented in the bot. Different languages in one API type thing. What do you mean? I mean the... Oh, okay, so you're talking about the Unity thing too. Okay, so the Python bot connects to a SQLite database, which stores all of my user information, including characters and stuff like that. The Unity game connects to that same database to pull the character information. But Unity uses... You have two options in the backend for Unity. You have either JavaScript or you have C#. Because I have to use C# for work sometimes, I decided to use the C# backend of Unity, and it seems like Unity is moving away from JavaScript and moving toward more of a C# native. So I decided to go with C#. So the Unity side doesn't actually use Python. It uses C# scripting for all of the objects. And if you want, I can show you that. I can't really explain it super well at the moment, but I can show you everything that it does. And it's not real clean, but it works. And that's the part that I like. Also, tell me if the sound is too loud when the combat happens. Like when the two characters collide. That sound right there. Is it loud? Okay, because I can adjust it either in script or I can adjust it on OBS. Okay, cool. All right, back to this Twitter thing. James. It reminds you of a sound in EQ. Yeah, I can see that. James, I stream, or I'm trying to stream Monday through Friday at 8:30 at night in Eastern time. Tomorrow, I will be more than happy to go over some of the Unity stuff. But right now, I kind of want to figure out this Twitter thing. I get focused on one thing and I work on that. Because if I don't, I'll be here all night. And it's already 11. Okay. So we get back. Yeah, I don't think you'll be able to use the title command either. Oh, you know what? I don't think I gave anybody rights to edit my title. Like, mod, you can mod chat, but unless I make you a channel editor, you won't be able to edit the title. Okay, so this is item 1 of... or index 1. Or index 0. Okay, so what is the type? Luckily, I'm not gonna get timed out or banned on Twitter. Test 1. And I forgot to save. I didn't forget to save, I forgot to restart. Send tweet test 2. Okay, it's a class item. Flooding tweets. But I send them so intermittently that I'm not gonna get rate limited. That's the word I was looking for. Rate limited, not banned. Okay, so 0. Already paid. Already ordered it. Did you see that Ko got his copy already? Status object is not subscription. Okay. Yeah, I did get mine on GOG. Because no DRM. So yeah, Ko like posted a tweet yesterday or today that he already has his copy of 2077 in hand from Best Buy. I'm kind of jealous. But at the same time, if he opens the game and starts playing before it actually releases without written permission from or without permission from CD Projekt Red, he can get in some big trouble. And if he streams it, he is yeah, that'd be bad. Oh, cool. I have not seen that yet. It would be really bad for Ko to stream the game before it's released without permission from CD Projekt Red. Especially on a game that they've pushed back so many times. Alright, so this is a class object. I've followed Ko for a while, and he is smart enough to not post anything without having, like, written permission signed by 5 lawyers, approved by Twitch. Yeah, he is smart enough not to jeopardize what he's built. 5. Huh. So that comes back as a model's status. None of these things look like it's gonna give me what I want. JSON payload, maybe? Okay. Status object has no attribute JSON payload. Okay, now I'm gonna go delete a whole bunch of tweets. Yeah, I appreciate the follows on Twitter too. Just don't get annoyed by the fact that I'm gonna send out a whole bunch of tweets tonight and delete them. Returns the 20 most recent status posted from the authenticating user. The user specified it. Also possibly request user's timeline via the ID parameter. Oh, what if I just said count equals 1? I don't think it likes that. Okay, Let's restart the bot again. And send tweet. Test 1. Okay, that looks like it got me. All right, let's break this out. Actually, let's find the last. I want to find comma space. I want to replace it with comma new line. All right, let's save this file as Python file. It's not actually a Python file, but that will give me the ability to highlight this come on. Man, this is long. So what I want to actually be able to do is I have this command, but I want to get rid of it. I want to say, I want to change it so it's click this link to retweet, because that tiny URL goes to a really, really old tweet. Like, I don't know how old that tweet is. What I want it to do is I want to be able to click the link and it will retweet my most recent tweet. In order to do that, I need to get the ID from the most recent time I tweeted. Yes, tweeted. I got tired of saying tweet. Okay, so this is JSON. What I need to find is I need to find where this closes. Is it there? No, not what I was looking for. single quote with double quote because JSON is kind of a pain in the ass sometimes. You know what? Let's just do this. First equals call status. Oh, it's not okay. I can't do that. Never mind. No, I didn't. I need to do that. All right, so that breaks out. That breaks out. Find comma space. Replace with comma. New line. Tab. Got it. There we go. Did you ever start reading user friendly? Okay, so I have to fix these lines. Bear with me. Shut up, headphones. Oh, this is annoying. User friendly? I haven't read user friendly in years. I was addicted to it when I worked for AOL. Because I associated with like all of the characters. Okay. Why are you not working? There, line 20. That's weird. I don't remember it being that much of pain. All right. Anyway, we get the information back, but it comes in a weird way. We get the information back. The Tweepy models result set. Okay, so it's a result set. What do I get back with 0? 0. Probably a failure. A failure. Status object not subscriptable. T4. Okay, so I get back. All right, let's see if the documentation says anything about status objects. Status method. No. So it returns a status object. This is like, so it returns a list of status objects. Sure, that's fine. Get that. But what can I do with that object? Okay, the last tweet with tweet. Okay. Self.client.user timeline. User timeline. Count 1, 0. So it's saying I should be able to do this. Alright, restarted the bot again. Everybody earned coins. Everybody earned XP. Yay! Coins and XP. Free coins and XP. Always the best kind. Alright, send tweet. Testing. A bunch. That may have done it. Hey, Bees. Thanks for retweeting that. I knew you were here, but I wasn't going to call you out. That should not be the person. Wow, status. There we go. Excellent. All right. So when I call send tweet, I want to return this. we're going to call it last tweet. So now we're going to go over to bot body and we're going to go to my exclamation. We're going to find exclamation send tweet. Print the tweet. Send tweet. And we're going to call tweet ID equals and then now the command is RT All right, so what we want to do is we actually want to update the RT command but I'm going to save that for another time. However, I want to do this. I want to say gonna update database because I hate using abbreviated URLs. They're kind of creepy. Click link to send this tweet. And it will be this line. Actually, you know what? It really shouldn't take that long to fix this. Here we go. That's what I was looking for. It's 2 lines of code. Okay, so if length of the tweet is less than or equal to 280 characters, I want to print tweet in my terminal down here. And then I want to send tweet with the tweet, get the ID, and then I want to update my commands table, set action equals action where ex command equals I'll fix this nonsense. Set action equals where ex command equals. Oh, wait, no, I can't do that. Because the SQL commands don't like... The SQL commands don't like F strings. Let me move this down the page a little bit more so that people can see it if they're interested. All right, so the command that we're going to update is called RT. The target is going to be null. And the action is going to be this. Oh. And keep in mind, I was reading that comic when I worked for AOL. So imagine how I felt. Everybody ready to see if we broke this? That was a lot of stuff. What the fuck? Oh, because the database is locked. Threader. Start it. Send tweet. This is the final test of the night. Retweet. Okay, it didn't like that, apparently. That's awkward. And I know why that happened. Last tweet dot ID. Because I didn't, when I didn't return the .id portion. I returned the entire content of I return the entire content of the object. So instead of it just being the ID, it was. Sorry, I find it amusing when I make mistakes like that. No. Really, this is the last one. Let's check the database. Refresh. Retweet. Retweet. I'm done. Except it doesn't go directly to the optimal retweet. Huh. So that'll give you the last status. That doesn't give you the last retweet. Or it doesn't take you directly to the retweet page. Yeah, I can do that later. Copy. All right. Nox, you have access to the shoutout command. Exclamation SO. Big B's, exclamation SO, cadoodles, exclamation SO, scrinkles. Okay, the URL is actually this. You're a mod, right? Yeah, you're a moderator. Weird. Okay. Fix that later. This link to retweet. You know what? There should also be an LT3. That command isn't working. Oh, LT3 needs right. Okay. Okay, so give me a second. Hey Nox, can you exclamation or Nox or Josie, can you exclamation slow? Yeah, Big B's isn't actually part of less than 3. Hmm. Yeah, less than 3 is a command that I set up for people specifically in the less than 3 streaming community. Right, but so I could, the bot will set it for me, or it won't apparently. Slow. Weird. Some of my commands aren't work. Oh. All right. Let's test this to-do, or let's test this tweet thing one more time. Send tweet. Is this the last test? RT. It pulls up the status. You know what? Did I restart the bot after I changed this line? Did I save the file and restart the bot? Oh, look, I did. ST. No, this is. I know, right? It's late. I'm not thinking straight sometimes. This is. Okay. Check database for update. Oh, it didn't work. Why didn't that work? Twitter.com intent retweet. Retweet. All right. Full stop. Reboot. One more shout out. Send tweet. Correctly. Sends the tweet. Retweet. There we go. Time to delete some tweets. So many tweets to delete. All right, man. Take it easy. I am going to finish deleting these tweets. Then I'm going to find somebody to raid. What even was... Oh! That's another great one. Nox, I don't know if you've seen this before. Traceroute to bad.horse. All right, man. Have a good night. I will talk to you tomorrow. All of my tweeting is done. All of the tweets are deleted. Star. Okay. Close. Let's find somebody to raid. Who gets to raid tonight? Holy crap, he's got a lot of people. Okay, let's see. Give me just a moment. This person. Oh. Okay, well, I guess I'm glad I waited because that person is raiding somebody else. So give me just a moment. And we'll find someone else. Not him. Not him. I really wanted to find somebody that was doing art to raid, but all of the people that I follow that do art don't appear to be doing art. Actually, she is. We are going to go raid Bun Bun Beach. She is working on some art. So, raid. Get your raid calls. If you want to use them, use them. If you don't, you don't. There is no requirement to do it. Just tells them where you're coming from. All right, everybody. It has been a good night. It has been a long night, but it has been a good night. Thank you for coming out. Thank all the new people for the follows. I hope you come back. Like I said, I usually work on Unity or have been working on Unity lately, but I will be going back to that tomorrow after we do tomorrow's Advent of Code. If there's time. Friday nights, usually I do run longer. And by longer, I mean about this long, because it is midnight. I need to go to bed. So we are going to raid Bun Bun Peach, like I said. You got the raid calls, use them if you want. If you don't, don't. When we get over there, go ahead and click on her logo that says live under the logo. It will take you directly into her chat so that you count as a viewer for her instead of just a raider. Everybody have a good night. I will talk to you tomorrow.